congratulations, through to the last 16, but how nervy did it get out there tonight?
Suffering a bit, you know. But we are in the moment of the season that we need to think not about one game, but about 2 games, about the next game. Was a risk, of course, because I decided to make 5 changes in the team, and you know, if you have 1 change, 2 is the players they can be in the middle of the others, and you don't miss the quality. But when you change 5 players because they don't have the rhythm, because they don't used to play 90 minutes, because they, you know, we start the game when we concede the first goal. What I felt was we lost a bit the confidence to play. We start to think about result. We gave them confidence, and enough time is difficult for a manager to do 4 subs. It's like I'm not you and you and you and you, and it's not about 1 player. It's not about. I was not disappointed with 1 player. I was feeling that I need to do something to face the second half. And we start the second half conceding a penalty, the second goal. But after the second goal, we start to play. We start to play in our level. We start to play with the ball, to control the game with the ball, and we scored 1 goal. We had two big chance against the goalkeeper. 1 against the goalkeeper to score 2 times. In the end, you know, we didn't get yellow cards. We balanced the energy of some players, because thinking about Brighton, I believe Fener will play Monday, but here in this league we'll play Sunday after 3 days, and you know, 1 day difference is a big difference. We move forward. I'm happy with the second half after the second goal, because we play under pressure. We play well, in my opinion, and was a thriller. Like a thriller, with suspense.
And at times your players had to put their bodies on the line, quite literally. Ryan Yates with a gruesome injury to his finger. How is he?
He's okay. I think he's okay. The finger is not important to play, you know. But I think he has the true spirit to help the team, and is a player that I appreciate a lot.
Thank you.
Vitor, were you surprised?
Sorry, Tom, just use the mic, please.
Vitor, were you surprised that there was some boos at half-time, given this is only your 3rd game and the team have played well in your first 2 games?
No, but this is the risk, you know. This is the risk when you change a lot. When you change a lot, I decide to take this decision. I decide to take this risk. I decide because I need to think about the Brighton game, because it's very important for us. We need to go there with fuel. We need to go there with energy. If not, it's difficult to face them away, to play against them away. It means it was not my decisions were not just about this game. Was a word thinking about the next game, and was a pity for me, because my intention was to give confidence for everybody. And in the end, in the half time, it's difficult to look in the eyes of the players and you know and do 4 subs but it's my life, it's my job, and I did it.
Any more questions? We'll just go straight behind.
Hi, Vitor. Just to check, have you ever made 4 substitutions at half-time before? Is that something you've done before?
Yes. Because you know, when you start to feel, it's like intuition. When you start to feel that we are not controlling the game, and we are in risk to not control the game in our way. You must do it. You must do it. It's not about personal players. It's not about I'm disappointed with this one or that one. Or it's not about this. It's about the compact. About what I felt that the team lost the confidence to play in our way, and to control this team, we need to have the ball. We must have the ball. We must have the ball. Not every time defending, because they can score the one more goal, and it will be difficult for us.
But you're in the last 16 of a very serious competition, a very big competition. But I am guessing that the Premier League has got to be, as you're talking about Brighton at the weekend, the Premier League has got to be your major priority. Is that correct?
No, we have ambition. We have ambition in Europa League. We have ambition in Europa League, and the ambition is to move forward the next stage. But you know, we are not comfortable in the table in the Premier League, and this is very important for the club and very important for the supporters. Very important for us to get the points to avoid the difficult situation. Okay.
Vitor, you're not the first manager here to make a lot of changes for a match you're expected to win and find that it doesn't work. How worrying is it that happens to you on a day like today, and maybe you don't have the options you think you have in future?
I think it's not about, it's about the number of changes that I did. But I did conscious that it will be a risk, because when you change a lot, even for them, because they don't used to play the first 11, it's difficult to connect themselves, because they connect themselves on the trainings, not facing a strong team in Europa League. And when we conceded the first goal, I felt that we lose a little bit the connection. The second half was different. My opinion was different, because we start to keep the ball, we start to go higher with the ball, we start to create a chance to score, and in the end, okay, we lost the game, but we are in the competition, the most important.
So yes, you now have a little bit of time, just a little bit, before you're back in this competition again. Is that enough time on the training ground to make those connections with players when you may want to rotate in future? Of
course, we need this time, because we just had 2 trainings together until now. Even to prepare now the game against Brighton, we need to rest, we need to recover the energy. And the training is with video. The training is with strategical exercise, but without intensity, without very short time of the exercise, not to recover and to prepare the game, because in 3 days we need to travel. We need to play against Brighton. Brighton is a good team, it's a strong team, and I want my team ready to compete for the 3 points. Thank you.
Hi, Vitor. Congratulations on the victory, first and foremost, but also Elliot Anderson today comes across and against N'Golo Kante, who, you know, had so many good years in England as well, and he had a fantastic performance. I just wondered what you thought on his performance today. On Elliot Anderson, sorry. Not
You know, Elliot and Nico was a pity because my intention was to do two subs with Nico, not to play the 90 minutes, and with Elliot the same. But in the end, they play 90 minutes. I hope they can recover for the next game. Elliot is a fantastic player. Is a midfielder. He can do everything as a midfielder. Defending, creating, playing and creating and shooting, and he has all the skills, every skills to be a top. He's a top player, my opinion.
And you mentioned the substitutions that you made, and you know one player who made a big impact was Callum Hudson-Odoi scoring the goal as well. You know, having that power off the bench, how important can that be, you know, in the next run of games?
With Callum, I try to. My intention today, if the result was different, maybe I don't use him because I want him in conditions in these best conditions. But you know, I felt, as I said before, I felt in half time that I need to do something. I need to change. I need to put power, to put a little bit, because I realized that they had problems 1-against-1. Omari, for me, played a fantastic game, just missing a goal, but 1-against-1 creating problems, and I felt that we need a winger in the other side with the opposite foot to create some problems in the opposite side. Okay.
Any last questions before we move to the Brighton preview? Sarah?
Vitor, did you learn a lot about some players
Of
today?
course. I learn every day about me, also about myself. But I'm not. If I say that I'm not happy with the players that they start, I'm not fair. I'm not. I'm not fair with them, because I believe that if instead of changing 5 players, if I change it 1 or 2, is completely different, because in the middle of the others they can feel this confidence to play in a different level. I took the responsibility. It was my responsibility. Thinking about the next game, I took the risk. My responsibility. It means that I must learn about me. It's a lesson for me. Was something that, okay, I didn't honestly, I didn't expecting a fantastic game if you do 5 changes on the team, you understand? But after I suffer a bit, the supporters, they suffered a bit, and we did what we should. Okay. Thank you.
We'll now move into the Brighton preview embargo to 1:30 tomorrow.